Namaskar.
Namaskar.
In the last lesson, we had learnt how to recite as well as do footwork in trital in 3 different tempos or layers. Now, I had asked you to remember as well as practice these at home. I hope you have done so.
Yes.
Let us go through a quick revision of all the technical terms. What is recitation of rhythmic syllables called in Kathak?
Parhant.
Good, Parhant. And what is footwork called?
Tatkar.
Yes, Tatkar. What is tempo or speed called in Kathak?
Lay.
Yes, and variations in tempo?
Laykari.
Good, Lay and Laykari. We had learnt 3 different layers. Could you repeat the layers that we had learnt?
Ta. Dun. Chogun.
Yes, Tha or the basic speed, Dun also called Dugun, which is double the speed, and Chaugun, which is quadruple the speed. Now I will ask you to recite Trital in these 3 different layers. Beginning with Tha.
Dha. Din. Din. Dha. Dha. Din. Din. Dha. Na. Din. Din. Na. Ke. Ke. Din. Din. Dha. Dha. Din. Din. Dha. Dha. Din. Din. Dha. Na. Din. Din. Na. Ke. Ke. Din. Din. Dha. Dha. Din. Din. Dha. Dha. Din. Din. Dha. Na. Din. Din. Na. Ke. Ke. Din. Din. Dha. Dha. Din. Din. Dha. Dha. Din. Din. Dha. Na. Din. Din. Na. Ke. Ke. Din. Din. Dha. Dha. Din. Din. Dha. Dha. Din. Din. Dha. Na. Din. Din. Na. Ke. Ke. Din. Din. Dha. Dha. Din. Din. Dha. Dha. Din. Din. Dha. Na. Din. Din. Na. Ke. Ke. Din. Din. Dha. Dha. Din. Din. Dha. Dha. Din. Din. Dha. Na. Din. Din. Na. Ke. Ke. Din. Din. Dha. Dha.
Very good. And I am very proud of you. But you have to now show me the footwork in these 3 different layers. And if you do it as well as you recited it, then we will go on to the next step, which is Hasta Sanchalan or movements of the hands. But before that, please show me Tatkar in 3 different layers. Start. Very good. Now we will go on to Hasta Sanchalan, or movements of the hands, which is the next step in Kathak. Hasta Sanchalan begins from the Utpatti position. The hands are kept midway between the shoulder and the waist, and the fingers are kept in this way with the index finger bent to touch the thumb. This position is called Utpatti because in abstract Kathak, all movements begin from this point. I would also request you to notice the difference in the weight of the hands. The elbows are heavier, the wrists lighter, because all the movements are done with a focus on the wrists, and the elbows do not move much. So we can keep the weight of the hands here as if we are resting our hands on a windowsill. Come and feel the difference in the weight. Do you feel the difference?
Yes.
For the eyes, we keep it at the center for Utpatti position. The first hand movement is circling the hand above and is called Urdhva Hasta Chakra. We begin with the right hand, we raise it from the wrist, then we open it first in front, then at the side, then at the back, straight, pull it back, and then back to position. During this hand movement, we will look in the direction of the hands, not at our hands. For instance, when we are showing someone some object, we say, look. We don't look at our hands, we look at the object and we also point to the object. In the same way, we are looking in the direction of the hands, but not exactly at the hands. Then again, as I said yesterday, we never look from the corner of the eyes. So when we have to have our eyeballs at the center of the face, when we look up, our face has to also turn upwards. So it is an entire movement of the neck, the face, the eyes. So let's do it all together first. Up, circle, down, back, up, circle, down, back. We will do it in Trital, in the 3 different tempos. And as you are doing your hands, you will also tap your feet as in Tatkar. Start. 1. Good. Now we will go on to the next circling or the next chakra, which is the Madhya Hasta Chakra. Madhya Hasta Chakra begins from the Utpatti position. Again, we concentrate on the wrist and use the right hand first. We move the hand forward, to the side, a little to the back, and return to position. And the same action is again repeated with the left hand. Forward, side, back, return. Notice that when I am stretching my hand, my back muscles are working also. It's not just the hand, it's also a movement of the body, or rather reflected in the body. Then my eyes are also following the direction of the hand, and so the neck is turning and the face too. So let us do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will do it in trital with the feet and in the 3 different tempos. Start. 1. Good. Now we go on to Talahasta Chakra. Talahasta Chakra, or circling the hands downwards, begins again at the Utpatti position. From this position, we swing our hands downwards, again with the focus on the wrists. 1, 2. In 2, we are a little to the back, a little to the down and side. 3, we are pulling the hand back, and 4, again returning to position. And our eyes, neck, face are all following the direction of the movements of the hands. We begin with the right hand and then move on to the left. So please do it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will do it in trital and again in the 3 different tempos. Start. 1. Good. Now you know 3 Hasta chakras, Urdhva, Madhya and Tala. I would like you to repeat the entire sequence in the 3 tempos. Start with Tha, Dun, Chaugun of Urdhva, again the same of Madhya and finally of Tala, continuously. Start. I really liked the movements as you did them. They looked like a piece of choreographed dance. Now we will go on to the next set of circling movements of the hands. And these will be in the opposite direction of what we have been doing up to now. We started from above, went to the center, and then downwards. This time we will start from below, go to the center, and then finally above. Again, the circling is in the opposite direction. We were going from front, side, back, and then returning. This time we will go from back, side, front, and return. Also in this movement, we start from this position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice that 1, 2 are smaller movements, 3, 4 quicker, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 is a lengthened movement. And for 5, we are looking at the opposite direction. Our body is also tilted slightly to the back. 6, again the body is tilted to the back. In fact, in this entire series, our body follows the movements of the hands. And as before, in fact, throughout the Nrit sequence of Kathak, our eyes, neck, face will be following the direction of our hands. So please do it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will now do it with the beats of the trital. But instead of doing it in 3 tempos, we will do it in 2, because these movements are faster ones. So we will do it in Tha and Dun. Start. Good. Now can I see you doing it? And we will do it for 2 avartans of Tha and again 2 avartans of Dun. That is 4 times you will have to do Dun. Start. I'm very happy. Since we are doing circling movements, we will do another movement which consists of circling of the wrists above the head. This is called pushpak, since this gesture resembles a flower. We start from Utpatti, 1, 2, 3, 4. And with this, we will combine another circling, this time of the entire body, which is a chakkar, a pirouette. So it will go 1, 2, 3, 4. In the initial one, this hand is in front, this to the back side. Our body is slightly stretched backwards. We throw our hands outwards, and then as we pull them back, we turn. So let's do the entire movement together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will you do it with the tal? And again, single, double, chaugun. I will be watching you. I'm sure by now you can do it without my help. Start. This chakkar is very important in Kathak, and we will do another set of movements. Actually, this is the same movement, but with a slight change. 1 pushpak and 3 chakkars, and we will do the whole in chaugun or quadruple speed. Start. Good, very good. We have covered quite a few things in this lesson. We have learnt Urdhva Hasta Chakra, or circling the hand above, Madhya Hasta Chakra, circling it at the center, Tala Hasta Chakra, circling the hand below. Then we have also circled the hands in the opposite direction. We have circled the wrist in this flower-like gesture, and we have circled the body in a chakkar. I want all of you to remember and practice the entire sequence, and you must also keep in mind and practice what we have learnt in the previous lesson. In the next lesson, we will quickly run through the entire sequence, including the technical terms, and then we will move on further to the next set of hand movements. You are doing very well, and very soon we will begin with the actual rhythmic patterns that you will be performing on the stage. So, all the best to you. Good dancing, good practicing, and I wish you a very bright future.